I do have to update the goal as well. There we go. There we go. All right. What is up, YouTube? Hello, you guys. Hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. We have been live on Twitch for just a few minutes. We did the intro. It's actually my partner anniversary on Twitch today, so we're celebrating that. We've been I've been saying thank you to everybody that's part of the community. And even for you guys, I know I'm very new to streaming on YouTube, but I really appreciate you guys hanging out over here as well. So thank you again, you guys. Thank you again. Denny, I'm not sure if you can tell, but Samantha was making a joke. You see how Samantha has that green hammer by her name? That means she's literally one of my lead moderators. She also has a 50-month tier 2 sub badge, so she definitely knows we play Dream Valley. She's trolling. She's trolling. Don't take everyone in chat seriously. Hey, thank you. Dekai with the $10 dono as well. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much. I got to add, so let's see. We're at 22 on the board here. Dang, goal number 159 today. Thank you so much, you guys. Let me do a quick update here. Oh, good. Now I can add this as well. Keto, let's go. Keto coming in with 1,000 bits. Thank you, my friend. Thank
Happy
you.
partner anniversary, Senpai. Thank you for your weekly Dream Snap reviews and
course.
your commitment to helping so many people improve. You're truly one of my favorite streamers, and I'm glad to know you.
You are so kind. Thank you, Keto. Thank you. That is so kind of you. I was just talking about how there are so many great, really talented streamers out there. Many that have been doing this longer than I have and are probably better at it in a lot of ways. But you guys still choose to hang out with me. And it's always wild to me anytime someone's like, you're one of my favorite streamers. I'm like, you know, that's, I never thought I would hear that sentence when I started streaming. I never even thought I would be full-time, to be honest. Like, it was never on my radar. I started streaming because I thought it would be a fun, like, productive hobby I could do with my gaming. So I was like, oh yeah, this will be neat. This will be kind of fun, be a like cool little thing to do. Do something productive with my gaming, make a couple new friends, whatever. And here I am, over 6 years later, and it's been my job for half a decade. So yeah, what a wild world, I would have never thought I'd be here. So hey, Anonymous! Dang,
Happy
dude.
Partner anniversary. All
you guys
hail
destroyed the goal
blobfish.
already. Thank you, you guys. Thank you. Let's go. I got a math here. Yeah, 57 already. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we've had 10 gifted subs already. Wow, you guys, wow. Well, greatly appreciate it. Like I was saying, if you weren't here when, and I don't think YouTube's heard this yet because I wasn't live on YouTube when I mentioned this, but if you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been a part of this community. Whether you're brand new here and you've been here for like a week or even a day, you're lurking right now, never seen my content before, or if you've been here for 6 years and found me 6 years ago and have somehow put up with my antics for that long. I just want to say, thank you for gifting me with one of the most valuable things we as humans have, which is your time. You could be reading books, you could be watching shows, you could be doing anything. There's all kinds of ways to be entertained. So the fact that people choose to come here and hang out with me every week is it's a real blessing, and I really, really appreciate it. So a big shout out to all of you guys. Whether you're a silent lurker or, a chatty Cathy, either way, I love my lurkers, I love my chatters, and I just really appreciate you guys giving me the time of day. It means a lot. It means a lot. So thank you again. And Anonymous, that was very kind of you. Thank you for knocking out the remainder of the goal there in Beyond. Ashley says, I'm new here. Nice to meet you. You literally have the Clip Leader 1 badge, the Lead Moderator badge, and a 44-month Tier 3 Supporter badge. So, I don't know who you're trying to fool. Apparently, you can still trick people, though, apparently. Because, Samantha had a Lead Moderator badge, and she was like, do you know anybody that streams Dreamlight Valley? And, she tricked somebody in chat. They were like, oh, Senpai does. It's like, yeah, I do. Pugmom, hello. I see you over there on YouTube. Welcome back. Also, Smashly, good to see you again, my friend. Smashly said, I missed your video yesterday. I was sad. Are you talking about the live, Smashly? they stay posted. They stay posted if you ever want to check them out. I know it's not the same as watching live. It's probably more fun to watch live because you can actually chat with me and interact with me. But if you ever, if you ever want to catch up on a live or see what we were up to, I actually did 2 streams yesterday. We did a Dreamlight Valley Dream Snap Q&A, which is the first time I've done that. I thought that was pretty fun. I might make that a regular thing on Thursdays because, like, after I post the Dream Snap tips video, it's kind of cool to do like a little Q&A if there's any follow-up questions. So we tested that out this week, and it was pretty fun. We got some great questions. Some people asked about like filling out skylines. I thought that was a really good question because it's something I do pay attention to and I don't talk about very often. So, and then we had other good questions like, what if you don't have any of the premium shop stuff or the DLCs? Like, what are your options for a desert? So a lot of good questions, and I think we're probably gonna make that a regular thing. I mean, my favorite thing to make content with anyway for Dreamlight Valley is Dream Snaps, and Monday and Tuesday we do the reviews. Wednesday I build my example scenes for Thursday's video. But on Thursday, we've already covered like most of the Dream Snap stuff, so I can do a Q&A, and then that means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we're covering Dream Snaps. And that's kind of what I like. When it comes to Dreamlight Valley, I want to be the Dream Snaps guy, like I want to help people with snaps. I want to help, when people don't know exactly what they could do for the challenge, or they're just looking for inspiration, or if they're just looking for like general improvement. Like if they're, it's competitive now. Dream Snaps is more competitive than it has ever been. It's not even close. It's not even close. There were a lot of snaps last week, from Cozy Dreams that certainly deserved 4K that fell short. More than I've seen in the past. So I think it caught a lot of people off guard. But I think the thing is, it was such a fun and beautiful theme. And it had, the theme had really strong beauty elements. And then it seems also that a lot of voters had different concepts of like what the theme should be. So it was interesting. I think we'll be kind of, I don't know, this week will be interesting too, because we have the crafting challenge, and I don't know, I think some people will be picky, but I think as long as you're making something in your photo, you'll have a shot at 4K, but with as strenuous and competitive as voting has been lately, I definitely think it's best to play it as safe as possible, maximize beauty, and make the theme incredibly obvious. I think is the best route to go with pretty much any challenge if you're pushing for 4K, because man, it's getting sweaty out there, dude. It's getting sweaty in Dream Snaps. Keto said he honestly get brought up in almost all Dreamlight Valley conversations. I think you are that guy for a lot of people. Well, that is cool to hear. I do see, it's pretty neat, like when I go to, I'm in a lot of Dreamlight Valley Facebook groups, but I'm a quiet, I'm a lurker. Because I don't ever want to come across like I'm promoting my content. I don't want people to think I joined their group just to self-promote. So I rarely chat. I rarely post. I just look. And I get tagged a lot, I noticed. Sometimes I'll be able to like go in and like the comment that tagged me or say thank you for the shout out. But a lot of the times when people ask about Dream Snaps, there are a lot of people that'll just tag me and be like, yeah, check out Senpai. He covers a lot with snaps, and I think that's really cool. So, I would love to build on that further, and I think the Q&As would be another great thing that we can do for that. Someone said people mention you all the time in the Facebook groups. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's nice to see. Jib said I made something in my photo all right. What do you mean by that? Ash said I commented this on Facebook, so I'll be nice for 3 seconds opposed to here. Going on 5.5 years, watching you grow and evolve as the streamer you are today. I am so incredibly proud of how much you've accomplished and continue to accomplish. Can't wait to see what the next few years have in store. Honored to be a part of the ride, even if you are The last sentence of that paragraph just nullified everything nice that you said. If I was a ginger, I wouldn't be offended by that. And I'm not offended by it, but like you're spreading misinformation. Like I'm not ginger. I'm not. If I was, I wouldn't be upset about it. I think gingers, despite the lack of soul, are beautiful people. But I'm not a ginger though. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how I don't know how to. Well, I don't know what to do about that. Keto said, wait, serious question. You're not a ginger. I generally thought you were this whole time. Oh my goodness, bro. This happens. This all started because I got trolled on Facebook. A guy came into my stream, like, trying to make me angry. There's like a random troll. And he starts, like, making ginger jokes. And I'm like, it's not gonna offend me because I don't have red hair. Like I don't have red hair. Now what I do have in my studio is a lot of red panels and a lot of red light. And that will bounce off of my hair and my glasses, and it will give like a bit of a red tinge. But if you go to my channels and you look at pictures of me outside of my studio, like if you look at an actual photo of me, or if you look at some of my thumbnails, I started using my avatar a lot in thumbnails, so I don't put myself on the thumbnails as much as I used to. But if you look at me on thumbnails, or if you look at me in an actual photo of me, I have like, it's more brunette or dirty blonde. My license says blonde. When I was a kid, I was like blonde. Like I had bright blonde hair. And the older I got, the darker it got. So now it's just considered dirty blonde. But no, the red light is misleading. And there's a lot of it in here. There's a lot of it. The senpai sign behind me puts off red light. And then the otaku sign on my wall over there puts off a lot of neon red light. So the ceiling above me, you can see, is red. So we have all this red around me here. And then we have the red panels. So it's a common misconception that I am ginger. But it's a big running joke. It's a big running joke. It's pretty funny. Sometimes it's funny, successfully catfish me. Senpai was toe-headed baby. What's that mean? What's toe-headed mean? I never heard of that before. But yeah, when I was a little guy, I had like, and same with my brother, and my sister. Like I think my sister like always had more of the brown in her hair naturally than I did. But yeah, when I was young, it was a lot of very, very blonde. And then over time it changed. What do we gotta do to get you to dye your hair bright red for kicks? I can't do that. Maybe I can get as a joke, I can get like a red wig. I can put on like a red wig or something. I'll do that. But, yeah, my hair is not the healthiest, so I can't really dye. Would you dye your hair for $1 million? Well, for $1 million, yeah. For $1 million, like, I'll shave off my eyebrows and, like, there's a lot of things I would do for $1 million, to be fair. So, yes. Okay, so he has a price. Yeah, but I don't want to extort you guys for an exorbitant amount of money. Freddie, hello, my friend. I see you over there in chat over on YouTube. Welcome, my friend, welcome. Smashley said, I caught up on Pokopia today. Nice. Work was boring the last hour. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it's nice to have something fun to watch if you're just kind of chilling at work. All right, well, for today, and thanks again for all the partner anniversary blessings, you guys. Again, very cool to be partnered over here on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook. So, very proud of that. It's been quite the journey. And yeah, who knows where we'll be a year from now. We'll keep working hard. So for what we're going to work on today, since we can actually do a full Pokopia stream today, if you were here yesterday, we did manage to finish the minecart system. So we have this rail system that goes through the entire magma cavern. So the cavern is now 100% finished. We don't need to do anything else inside of this cave. it is finally fully complete, so we can move on to finishing up the other spots in this region. So there are 2 things I'm considering working on today. We're going to do a secret lab over here for Mewtwo to live in, because this used to be the Team Rocket bunker, you know, where the rocket is, and I've converted it into a berry farm, so... Oh, I never turned the water back on for my berry farm, whoops. So yeah, I converted it into a berry farm. Let's turn the water back on. Let my trees come back. But the bottom section, I haven't done anything with. And I wasn't really planning on doing anything with it, but when we were digging out the massive fire cave, I accidentally dug all the way to this area. And then when I was like carving out the wall, I was like, wait a minute. This is under my berry farm. So I figured I could do something down here. And a little, you know, scientific Team Rocket lab overlooking the fiery pits of hell itself, I think is a pretty neat concept. So we're going to do that. So that's one of the things we can work on today. The other thing I would like to work on is this little valley area we have up here. So this stretch right here we haven't done yet, and it's where the entrance to the fire cavern is, and it's also where the entrance to the minecart system is. And it's one of the only areas above ground, one of 4 that we haven't finished yet. So like all of this is done. So we need to do this. We're going to have to hang a bunch of vines, do a bunch of detailing. I actually want to make a fighting Pokemon dojo over here, because we've got a great area for the fire types. The whole region is perfect for grass types and water types and bug types. But we do have some fighting type Pokemon here that, you know, like Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, a handful of others. And we don't have like a great spot for them. So I'm thinking about doing a little dojo back here. I think that would be a really neat thing to do, especially across from the fire cavern. So we're going to make a little dojo for the fighting types. The plan is to just have builds here for every different type of Pokemon, and to make this like my main base of operations for the entire duration of the game. So we have all my storage here, we have my primary house here, and we've almost decorated the entire area. Now, I do want a lot of crops here as well, so I don't have to go to other regions. I'm probably going to get rid of my farms, like all my gardens in the other regions, and I'm going to put a massive garden here. So we're going to convert this into a large garden area where I can produce all my crops. And I'll probably put some furnaces or smelting systems down in the fire cave so I can also smelt here. We already moved in Mosslax, so I don't have to go to the beach to, like, you know, feed Mosslax and get his perks. So yeah, the idea is just to have everything I could possibly need right here. So anytime I need to do anything, like, you know, get stuff out of storage, process materials, you know, we can do it all here. So yeah, the projects today would be Mewtwo's house. Hi, Mewtwo. So we're going to make a fun little lab for him. And then the other project is going to be making the fighting Pokemon dojo and sprucing up this little area. So first things first, I'm actually going to get rid of these crops here. Let's... Oh, and I fell. Okay. Yeah, let's clear everything off of them. And I've been saving up a lot of seeds. I also have a bunch of crops in other regions as well. And I'm probably just going to move them all here. Like, I'm going to make a massive farm. That'll also make it easy to decorate that backspace that's kind of over the cliff. Because if I just do a big farm there, you know, I'm going to do cool things with it. I'll probably have, like, some overhangs with, like, you know, we'll use the bridge pieces to have, like, little gazebos in there and such. So we'll do some cool stuff with it. Hey, Anonymous, thank you, my friend. Thank you. Dang, a $10 dono here. Already hit the goal for today.
Thank you for streaming. Thank you for your diligent work on YouTube. Thank you for being the reason I was introduced to Twitch. Thank you for being an exceptional human and teaching us how to be a better gamer and setting an example on how to be a better person.
Oh, thank you. I think I know who that is. It came in as anonymous, but I'm pretty sure I know who that is because they said thank you for introducing me to Twitch. So, you know, I won't say who it is because maybe they want to remain anonymous, and if that's the case, I'm not gonna blow up their spot. But thank you, my friend. Thank you. I know who you are. I know who did that. And of course, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the community. I'm so glad you came over here when you found our videos on YouTube and you got introduced to Twitch, and now you've been enjoying it and even making content of your own. So very cool to see. Very cool to see. And thank you again. Thank you again. We've already hit our daily goal, and now we're well above it. Quick update here. 67 on the board. I can't believe we're on goal 159. That's crazy. That's crazy. There we go. Ashley is a streamer. I don't think it was Ashley. I don't think that was Ashley. I think you know who it was. All right. Let's start with the Mewtwo situation. Wish there was a way we can reset build, says Dreamer. I mean, like reset the entire biome? I don't know. I'd never really use a feature like that personally. Also, it would be hard to do that with the way this game is set up, because you would just immediately make like a bunch of your Pokemon homeless if you did that. And not all the Pokemon will spawn in the region at the same time. So only 22, I think, Pokemon can be present on a region at once. So if you have over 22 Pokemon and you reset everything, essentially a bunch of them would just disappear. And then you would have to wait till the next day or future days to get them to come back so you can build them a new house. And if they did that, a bunch of people would complain about the feature. They would be like, oh, you know, this feature sucks because now I don't know where my Pokemon are. And then people would leave bad reviews. So I think there's a reason they don't do that. You know, this isn't Dreamlight Valley. You know, it's not necessarily built that way. And there's so many different regions you can work on. Now, you can completely reset your Cloud Island. So if you want an area that you can just reset and start over, you can delete your Cloud Island anytime you want and start a brand new one. So, you know, they already have that feature for the Cloud Island. But it wouldn't really work that great to have that feature for the various regions in the game. It's not like a floating island in Dreamlight Valley. It's, you know, that's why I try not to compare games like this to Dreamlight Valley, because they're in the same genre, like they're both, you know, life sims, but they operate completely differently from one another. I heard there's a hidden gate you can access once you have all Pokemon registered. Yeah, there's a gate you can access. You get a little prize. I haven't even done that yet myself. I still need to build the Altar of Flame, the Altar of Ice, and the Power Station, which I could do right now. I'm just going to do that in Pallet Town, and I don't want to go do anything in Pallet Town until I'm done in Withered Wasteland. Maybe one of these weekends, like on my day off, I'll go over there and build it just to get it out of the way and register, because I just need to register Moltres, Articuno, Zapdos, and Lugia. And you can register Lugia once you get the other 3 legendary birds. You can build the bell, and when Lugia flies by, you summon him, and then you can add him to the Pokedex, and then I'll be done. But yeah, right now, I have not done that yet. But yeah, there's an additional gate you can access, and you can get you get a little reward. Alice Loves Kimchi says, Happy Friday. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. But yeah, once you fully complete the Pokedex, there is one more gate you'll be able to open. Browning Summers says, Happy Partner Anniversary. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Pokemon says the power station can be converted to homes or processing centers for multiple Pokemon. Yeah. Well, I mean, so can the Altar Flame and the Altar of Ice. You can always move Pokemon in there. You can build little habitats in there. But yeah, the power station is massive. It's huge. Like, I've seen it. I know the features of the power station. And I've gone to Cloud Islands and like explored it. I know how it's all set up. I want those, like, the water tubes, since, like, Mewtwo was, like, living in, like, a vat. I want to craft some of those water pillars that we have in the Pokemon Center for this build. I also need to get some electricity out there. Where are the water pillars? Oh, of course, they would be with pillars. Okay. Pokemetal and glass is what you need. I guess I'll just go ahead and make, like, 30 of them, because I'm sure we'll use them for other builds in the future. Yeah, we're going to make some of those. And I want this build to be kind of, like, advanced, like, techie, so we're going to do... I did finally get the recipe for the neon flooring, which is cool. Yeah, I think we'll do neon floor. I'll make like 300 of them. I feel like that should definitely be enough. And wait, let's see if I have more cyber floor. Before I craft it. Oh, I have some different colors of it. Yeah, I do have some here. There's also the brown neon floor variant. Oh yeah, the cube lights. These could be kind of neat. So could the Pokemon Center wall trim. I'll bring all the different colored versions of this here. Yeah, we'll just bring all that. And I might look into painting some of these different colors. And yeah, we can definitely make more of the... I'm going to make some cube lights. And some more of the cyber floor as well. Let's make 100 of the cube lights. And we'll do... 100 more cyber floor. Actually, I'll make 200 because this stuff is cool. I know I'll use it eventually. Okay, and then we need some fun, techie lab stuff. So, yeah, microscope. We'll grab a couple of those. Science experiment, jumbled chords. A control unit. Yeah. Town map. Maybe some, yeah, computers. Do a cell phone. We'll do some wall monitors. A tablet. We can even do the audio mixer as well. Oh, planets could be cool. We're going to need a good bit of power running into there. Let's grab some wireless power transmitters. And maybe some pipes, too. Yeah, we'll grab a set of pipes. We might need more than that, but that's a start at least. What else would be cool for Mewtwo's lab? Let's look at decorations. A bookcase. Yeah, a couple of bookcases. We've got these iron stands. There's not supposed to be chairs in here. We'll take that out. Oh, barrels would be kind of cool. Yeah, let's grab some metal drums. Oh, the Team Rocket wall hanging for sure. Grab one of these. The whiteboard. Yeah. It's a good one. Porygon shelf, I think, could be cool. And what do we got down here? The gaming fridge. Mini bookcases. Pokeball chest. I'm just grabbing anything that could be cool for this lab. We do have a bunch of different meteor lamps. Those could be kind of neat. The gaming light is cool. Floor lights. Yeah, I'll grab the different lamps. Do I not have any of the red ones anymore? I can probably find one to photograph if I can remember where I put them. It might be in my room, actually. Yeah, I think I'm gonna find it up here. Yep, there it is. One of the pink lamps. Didn't mean to do that. I just saw Charizard like chilling on a street light outside. There we go. Okay, the red lamp. And let's see what kind of stuff Mewtwo likes. We'll check the decks here. So strange stuff, watching stuff, letters and words, complicated stuff. So a lot of the stuff we have, he's gonna be pretty happy with. For strange stuff, we do also have this. I think this will count. I can make more of these funky diffusers. Also, since it's modeled after a coughing, I feel like that'd be a pretty good... Oh, the Magby statues could be fun, too. Alright, I think we got some pretty cool stuff. Mewtwo's just, like, I think he knows I'm making him a house or a lab, because he's just aura farming today. Alright. Let me see if I have anything else in here. This is just flowers. We do have the mysterious statue. Okay, we're looking pretty good. Phoenix says, been seeing a lot of theories that if a DLC happens, would it be high in price and giving us more than one new biome? I think it would, if you want to know how much it would cost, Phoenix, just look at Nintendo's other DLCs for Pokemon games. I doubt they're going to make it, like, much more or less expensive than they do for their other Pokemon DLCs. So, if we look at... Pokemon Legends Z and A Mega Dimension DLC is priced at $29.99 USD. So $30 is what they charge for expansions for Legends Z and A. So yeah, it would likely be a $30 expansion. I don't see why Nintendo would step outside of their norm, you know, when it comes to their expansion prices. I mean, I would love for it to be cheaper than that. But Nintendo loves money. And yeah, if they did a DLC, I really doubt they would do just one new biome. They would likely do 2. But you never know. You never know. At the end of the day, Nintendo hasn't made any announcements regarding that. So it's all just speculation. It's all speculation. So hard to say. Oh, yo, Haley, hello! Welcome back, my friend. Good to see you, good to see you. Haley says, hey there. What up, what up? How are the kitty cats? How you doing, how you doing? Scuttles are just popping by quick. Hello, and gonna lurk for a bit. Sounds good, my friend, sounds good. Smash said, am I the only person who removes the color from the items if I don't use them? I doubt you're the only person that does that. I just keep them painted because I'll likely use them eventually and I have a ton of space. Now, if you don't have like a lot of storage, then it makes sense to do that, honestly. If you don't have like a lot of storage space, you know, when items are painted differently, they won't stack with other items. So if you don't have a huge storage room, you might as well remove the paint. But the way I look at it is, you know, if I don't use the painted items now, I will likely use them in the future for other projects. So no need to like waste time going all the way to Smeargle and be like, hey, take this paint off. You know, as long as I have plenty of space for it, I'll just keep it painted. That's actually what I came back for. I want to see some different colors before we start this build. Oh, and I might grab some more concrete blocks as well. And maybe some of the more metal warning blocks, too. Yeah, we'll grab some of these. And... grab those. Pokemon said the power stage. Oh, yeah, we read that. Did you just say Smeargle? I'm assuming these are all names you did. No, LTR, you can't name the, it won't let you name the Pokemon. They're gonna have their own little names. His name in the game is Smear Guru because that's his special name. So if you're not familiar with Pokemon, it's kind of like how the first Pikachu we meet is called Pikachu or something, and how Mosslax's name is Mosslax, but he's actually a Snorlax. Smeargle is the name of this type of Pokemon. It's actually not a Smear Guru. That's just his name because he's like the art guru of the island. I wonder if it'll show you his real name in the Pokedex. Yeah, there you go. It shows it when you select them, Smeargle. So that's the name of this type of Pokemon is Smeargle. Now, if you're not familiar with this little fella, then you might assume these are all called Smear Gurus, but they're not. That's just his name. Oh, you thought you were thinking I named him after Smeagol? No. No, not quite, not quite. Oh, I needed to talk to him anyway. I gotta grab some paint. Let's head over here. We'll grab red, blue, green, yellow, light blue, white, pink, and black. Just grab one of each and see how they look. Haley said, how is this game? Kenny tried to bribe me to pass my sales tax test with a new Switch as a reward. Trying to decide what games to get when we actually get one. Yeah, this is the highest rated Pokemon game of all time. Which is pretty funny, because it's like, it doesn't even have battling. The reason this game is so highly rated is because it brought together different people. Even people that have never played Pokemon have really enjoyed this game. So if you like life sims or cozy games, it's very, very good for that. There's some fun story. There's so much to do. This is a game that you can put 3,000 hours into and still have stuff to do. There's so much to decorate. There's so many areas. The game is absolutely massive. So, yeah, this is, I mean, to me, this game alone makes the Switch 2 worth having. Just this game, by itself, makes the Switch 2 worth having. Even if it's the only game you own on the Switch 2. The red looks pretty good. I do wish we could paint the pink portion of the block. That would be kind of neat. But yeah, red on the floor could be cool. Blue, well, we already have the blue lights up top. Orange could be cool. Black looks horrible. There's like a light blue, purple. And the default is this lighter blue. I do like the red. Alright, well I saw them. We're going to use default blocks for now. And then once we get everything set up, once I know how I want to construct the lab, then we might go back and swap out the blocks for painted blocks. But I kind of want to see everything together first. Oh, yeah, by the way, dude, I got absolutely horrible sleep last night. I had, like, nerve pain all night. I think it was, like, probably... I went to bed around, like, 10, and I don't think I fell asleep until, like, 5 a.m. It sucked. Smash said it drives my OCD nuts. I mean, I'm extremely organized, Smashly, so it's not too bad for me unless you have, like, a ridiculous amount of, like, the same item painted with every single type of paint. I feel like that would get annoying. But I just always auto-sort my boxes, and everything has a particular place and a particular home. So when it comes to my game, I'm pretty OCD as well, but I'm also very efficient-driven. Like, a lot of how I organize things and a lot of what I do is about efficiency. So I hate the idea of just wasting paint and then going back and removing the paint. I'd rather save the item. Even though I have plenty of paint, I just don't like wasting anything. So I would say it's actually kind of an OCD thing on my part to not just get rid of the paint that's on them, because I've already taken the time to paint them. And that'll save me time in the future if I need that color again. You know what I mean? Different strokes, different folks, different strokes, as they say. I wonder if I should make this room a little bigger. I could also... I feel like we're too close to the roof here, so I think what I'm going to do is... I'm going to drop this down. Or I could just make the roof higher, but I feel like that would take more time. Yeah, I might not want this to drop down, actually. I think instead we're gonna make the roof higher. I kind of like it being lined up with the entrance and exit. And it won't take too long to widen the ceiling here. To speed this up, I'm actually going to go ahead and put down a layer for the floor. We'll do the cyber flooring here. Let's go a little bit bigger with it. Yeah, place 9. Hungry already. Okay. God, I hate it when it does that. It's so annoying. And I might need to... Yeah, I might need to add an extra layer after I swap this out for Cyberfloor on the other side here, because I think that's going to be visible. There we go. And I might do a different texture. Well, maybe we don't have to. I also might shrink this down a little bit so it doesn't take up as much room. I'll probably expand the size of this build as well. Yeah, let's shrink this a little bit. There we go. Yeah, the huge storage is like, you know, if I didn't have a huge storage, I would remove the paint for sure. If I didn't have that much space. Because that is the big downside to both painted items and patterned items, considering they don't stack with like other things. If you don't have like a huge storage area, it's not worth keeping them. But if you do, it's totally worth it. But yeah, if you don't, I would be doing the same thing you're doing if I didn't have that, if I didn't have all that space. All right, now that we've brought the floor up, now we can raise the ceiling a bit. I just didn't want to have to do this with Magnemite. It would have taken forever. Should be pretty cool when it's done, though. It'll be neat having like a little science lab for Mewtwo to live in. And with him being a legendary, you know, he kind of deserves his own space. There we go. Charizard's coming in for a visit, I see. Hey, Pops, welcome, welcome. Koza World of Ash also said happy partner anniversary. Thank you, my friend, thank you. Barbie, hello. Hey, Senpai, happy 3 years. Thank you. Crispy Crispin says happy 3 years, bye, guy. Much appreciated, Crispy Crispin, much appreciated. Ash said, I just remembered that I have to go back and clip you saying that gingers are beautiful people. I need leverage when I can get it. That didn't happen. You're making... That's AI. That's Simp AI. No one's going to believe you in the age of AI, Ashley. Video evidence doesn't mean anything anymore. All I have to do is scream AI and no one will buy it. Yeah, I definitely want to bring this in a little bit. I'm thinking... We go this way. Too wide here. Maybe to right about there. Get out of the hole. Let's go and add more floor pieces here so that we don't keep falling in there, because that's going to get old fast. There we go. We're going to put those water pillars here. I wonder if I should go one more space over since we are going to be 2 spaces here. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'm going to go in here. Watcher Girl, brand new YouTube sub. Hello, my friend. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Friends, we can't let Samantha beat my clip. We need all hands on deck. Wait a minute. Did Samantha take the #1 Clipper badge? You did? Wait, how many people viewed that clip? Hang on, let me see what clip you guys are talking about. So is this the one Samantha took? Oh, is this yesterday when I was trying to buy more of these and I forgot that I... Yeah, give me like... Wait, 29? What do you mean I can't get more than 29? What? What the heck? Why does it stop? Okay, yeah. I can't buy anymore? Bro, since when did they put limits on items? Dude, no way that... What? Dude... Is that a new thing? Wait, oh, I already hit 1,000 for today. Oh, okay, I understand. Yeah, I forgot. I bought, yeah, the new path. I bought 970 of the new path. Dang it. Okay, well, you know, crisis averted, I guess. All right. Yeah, I bought a bunch of desert sand today. I haven't hit the 1,000 daily limit in a while. That scared me. I thought I was only going to be able to have 30 bamboo pieces. But then I remembered I bought... Yeah, I was definitely had to crash out over that. I'm glad that was not the case. Now, what's Ashley's? 90% of the comments can be like, oh my God, it's beautiful, babe. Oh, it's so pretty. It's perfect. When in truth, I like how there's like no context for this. There's no context. 90% of the comments can be like, oh my God, it's beautiful, babe. Oh, it's so pretty. It's perfect. When in truth, and then it just cuts off. Yeah, that was a pretty fun rant. I'm not going to lie. Both good clips. Both good clips. May the best clip win. All right. Winter's Echo, another new sub. The one thing with YouTube, though, is when I do get a new sub alert, they could just be watching my YouTube short, or they could be watching any video I posted in the past 6 years. So I don't always know if they're in the stream. But if you are, you know, welcome. No way to know for sure. I would assume most of the time, probably not. VODs and shorts get a lot better reach on YouTube in comparison to live streams for sure. Twitch is the spot for lives. Now I think I'm going to do the same type of wall here. So we're going to go 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll double up on this. And if you guys are just tuning in, we're making a lab for Mewtwo. Another part of our Withered Wasteland build. We got the fire Pokemon Magma Cavern here, and the lab can be accessed via it's gonna overlook the cavern. You know what would be really cool? I just thought of something. What if I carved out a glass window right here that like overlooks, you know, the fiery pits of hell from the lab? I think that would be kind of cool. Kind of a cool, neat little idea. I might do that. I'm also going to get rid of this layer here. But yeah, lab window. That seems like something Team Rocket would definitely do. Like, just standing menacingly at a window, looking out into, like, the fiery depths of the inner earth. It's very Team Rocket coded. Are you guys really going to fight over your... Winter's Echo says I'm here. Oh, what's up, my friend? Hello. We do have you in the YouTube chat. Very nice, my friend. Very nice. Well, thanks for being here, and welcome, welcome. Very cool, very cool. So, Ashley and Samantha, you guys are just going to fight on Twitch about who gets to have the #1 clip badge? Is that, by the way, is that clip badge on Twitch? Is that like per week, or is that like of all time? Because I know we have other clips that have way more views than that. So I'm thinking it must be like something that's like weekly or monthly or something. I don't know. But we definitely have bigger clips out there. Mom and Dad are fighting. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. There's division in the Twitch chat. My head moderators are battling over clip views, apparently. They're both pretty good. They're both pretty good. You guys both deserve the #1 badge, if I'm being honest. But you can't both have it. Let's make it interesting. Whoever gets the #1 badge, or I should say whoever doesn't get it, will no longer be a head moderator. You'll just be a regular moderator. And the other one will be your boss. Have fun. Have fun with that. Good luck. Yeah, demotion. Yeah. Nice little, just, make it a little bit more interesting for you guys. It's pretty fun way to do it. A nice little competition on our partner anniversary, our little Twitch partner anniversary today. Give the people what they want, a nice little showdown. Samantha said, all right, everybody, watch Ashley's clip. You're not ready for that responsibility, are you? I understand. Though that is disappointing, Samantha. You're just going to give up. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to demote anybody anyway. I'm just joking. If I, wanted to demote Ashley, I probably should. But I definitely would have already done it. All right, we're going to need to make more of those metal pieces for sure. Let's go ahead and get our techie ceiling in here too. We're going to fill in these spots first, so we can just use the swap method after this. Get in there. Should we make the ceiling even higher? Nah, this is fine. This is plenty. I don't want to go much higher than this. I don't think we need to go any further with it. Blazing Boots, and happy partner anniversary. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, today marks 3 years of being partnered over on Twitch. I always forget, too. I always forget my partner anniversary. I'm glad Twitch reminds me. There we go. Very cool. Yeah, that looks really fun from the outside. And we'll get the extra neon floor here. I do think I need to get rid of one more layer here. There we go. All right, it has a pretty good lab feel. Now the big question is, how do we want to set up the blocks? I think if I paint some of these glowing blocks, like maybe blue or red, and kind of do like a row of those. I think near the ground, we should stick with the... Wow, I'm already almost out of the cyber floor? That was pretty fast. Yeah, we have 51. Yeah, we could do cyber floor at the base here. Oh, yeah, that does look cool because it connects to the pieces on the floor as well. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Probably gonna... Oh, my God, I ran out right before we got to the edge. Okay. Yeah, and then maybe 2 layers. 2 layers of glowstone, followed by another layer of neon. Now, the tricky thing is me getting power down here. But... Oh, good, good, good. We got a power block very close by. It's out of range here. We'll just go this way with it. But we'll definitely need electricity in Mewtwo's lab, so we're going to have to figure this out. Alright, I need to make sure I can see the wire. Let's just roll out. Carve out a big spot. Oops, didn't mean to carve that out. That's okay. We're going to patch that up. All right. Now, wireless power box. Oh yeah, we can take that all the way to here. Nice. And I feel like we're pretty close. Oh no, we have to go down. We have to go down. Well, maybe from this one we can just go straight down. Yeah, we're gonna use the punch. Doesn't matter how all this looks because it's gonna be buried. Okay, well, we found... Oh, that's the ceiling. That's the ceiling. Okay, perfect. All right, we can actually bring it over a little more. Or matter of fact, let's just go in here. Okay, so that's gonna be this back section that will have power. We can always put a lot of computers and stuff here. Let's move over a little bit. And we'll just carve all this out so we can have electricity in the ceiling here. I wish the game would let us put blocks in the furnaces because I have more blocks than I think I'll ever know what to do with. All right, I think that's a good spot for it. Yeah. Yeah, we should have pretty good access for that. I'm going to leave that hole in the roof for now, because we're definitely going to have to go back up there and add more power. Let's go make some more neon blocks, and let's figure out what we want for... We'll also need to make more of the metal blocks. Oh, and let me go patch up that hole that I made in the berry farm. So 2 out, then iron. There we go. David, what up, my friend? Welcome back, welcome back. Good to see you, good to see you. We're working on a science lab for Mewtwo. It's at the bottom of the old Team Rocket warehouse right now. We have some fun decor to put in here. I'm just figuring out the walls first. Now we would use the blue ones again here. I wonder if I should do blue. I could paint the glow lamps blue. Like these guys. I don't know. It feels too flat up against that. I wonder if we did, like... I don't want to do these all the way across. I feel like that'll be too much. I could also mix in... I could do cyberfloor, 2 layers of the cyberfloor. Or we could do 2 layers of black iron. No, probably not that either. Alright, well, let's just go visit Smeargle. And we'll get something we can paint. Yeah, I think I might try the light blocks. I don't know. I do have plenty of paint, so if I don't like it, I can just always paint them a different color. Thinking about doing blue because we do have a lot of the blue light, and we will need to craft more of the cyber floor as well. Jesse James says, "Lurkin, keep being amazing. Hope you have an awesome day." Thank you, Jesse. Thank you. Look, it's me. You can't see. Says happy partner anniversary. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Also, did you change your name? Because I see you have a VIP badge. Or maybe I haven't seen you in a while. But I'm trying to remember. Oh, that's you, Derek. Oh, okay, right on. What's up, dude? Good to see you, Derek. Good to see you. When did you change your name? I saw the VIP badge and I was like, you have a VIP badge and I don't even know who you are. All right. Well, at least now I know who you are. Phoenix says, I wish there was not a penalty of moving Pokemon out of a biome. It's not really a penalty. So, the thing is, every Pokemon you have in a biome, their comfort contributes to that biome. So, you're not being penalized. It's just that, you know, like if we look here at the environmental level, right? You know, everybody's feeling pretty good. Awesome gives you the most boost to environment level. So if you move a Pokemon out of a biome that had Awesome, it's, you know, that environment level addition is not going to apply anymore. But it will apply to a new place if you make them a good house and a good habitat in a new place. The thing is, Phoenix, once you have enough Pokemon that have Awesome and Great, it won't even matter. It won't even matter how many you move out of an area. They'll still be it won't even go down from 10. So it's only... So yeah, it's not really what I would consider to be a penalty. You know, like if I had 3 apples in one room, and then I took one to another room, you know, I'm not being punished with less apples, exactly, if that makes sense. I don't know if that analogy works here, but, you know, the game is not trying to penalize you, but if you remove a Pokemon that has high comfort, just get, you know, and if you're worried about comfort, it's actually way easier than a lot of people think. Let me show you something pretty funny. Here we have Vespiquen. She has no bed. Nothing, right? She lives in these flowers. How's your comfort? Awesome. Absolutely awesome. The highest possible comfort level. And that's just because I gave her her favorite food. Now, she does have some decor around. You know, there's this lamppost, there's this flower, and this bench. But it's not hard to get Pokemon to Awesome. Even if you have a Pokemon living in a patch of grass with no furniture, if you keep giving them their favorite food every day, and I don't mean just their favorite flavor berry, but like cook a good meal. So if they like sweet, give them potato hamburger steak. And they'll be very comfortable. The 2 big things. Yo, Miss K, hello! Thank you for the resub. 40 months. Very nice, Miss K. Happy Twitch anniversary. Best content. Fine. Best content found ever. Keep being wonderful and great hair, by the way. Why, thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Good to see you, Miss K. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, but what I'm saying, Angela, is that that's not a punishment. Yeah. That's my point. So the overall average of your comfort level is going to go down if you remove comfortable Pokemon because they're contributing to that. But the game's not punishing you. So if it were, then I would see a big decrease in comfort even if I got rid of a Pokemon with no home. But if you move a Pokemon with no home out of your environment, then nothing goes down. That's how you know it's not a punishment. You're not being punished for moving Pokemon. You're just taking your average comfort down because you're moving Pokemon out that are already comfortable there. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at, is that it's not built to be a punishment. Every Pokemon in the area contributes to that area's comfort level. But you can move most of them out and still have level 10 comfort. You know, just make sure they are in their ideal habitat. 2 things you need to do for every Pokemon. If they like bright, make sure they have bright. If they like dry, make sure they have dry. If they like humid, make sure they have humid. Aside from that, give them good food. And make sure you check what their favorite food is. So, for example, you know, if I wanted to increase the comfort level with Ariados here, he likes sour flavors. So I would just give him a chopped salad. You know, not just a sour berry, but an actual cooked meal that's sour. And his comfort level will jump up by 1. So if he's already at nice, he's going to go to great. If he's already at great, he's going to go to awesome. Yo, Derek, thank you for the resub, brother. Thank you. Much appreciated, my friend. Much appreciated. Only because I have temporary Pokemon in Pallet Town and Skyline before relocating. No, my environment will probably go to 0. Then, as I want Skyline and Pallet Town empty before I start designing. Why does it need to be empty? Why, like, you know, just move them to the area where you're not building. I mean, those are huge areas. Like, there's no reason to have the entire place empty because you're not going to be able to build the entire thing at once, you know? I mean, Pallet Town consists of like 4 huge islands. So you can just move the Pokemon to whatever island you're not working on, and then you don't lose any comfort level. Same thing for Skylands. Just move them to an island you're not working on. Like, for example, you know, I've put close to, like, well over 300 hours into this area. I've fully customized it, and I didn't move out a single Pokemon. I actually moved more Pokemon in, and nothing got in the way. All I had to do, if a Pokemon's house was in the way, is move the house. So I took most of the Pokemon and moved them back here to this village area I haven't built yet. And whenever I do start working on this, I'll just shuffle them around a little bit, you know? But, like, there's absolutely no need to, like, move all your Pokemon out of a region before building there. If anything, it's kind of a waste of time to do that. Because you're going to have to hang out with those Pokemon, set them up a new habitat in another area, bring them to that area, then travel back, and you got to go through the load screen every time. Whereas you could just say, hey, follow me, take them, you know, 100 yards away, rebuild their habitat, and just tell them to live there. But I definitely wouldn't go through the trouble of moving them all out of an area. There's no benefit to that. If anything, there's actually a huge drawback with that. Not only are you going to be wasting a ton of time, you're also going to make it to where a lot of items in your shop are no longer available. Because you're basically sending your comfort level all the way down to 0 for no reason. At the end of the day, though, it's your call. Your build, your call. But I also think that's why these areas are so big, so that you don't have to send your Pokemon to another region when you build. We're going to mess with light blue and blue. I like this blue the most. Well, let's see some other colors, though. Purple could be cool. Yeah, I'm just going to do blue. I hope that's enough. 200 blocks? It might be, it might not be. Hard to say. Dang it. By the way, thanks for the tip on making it sunny with got storm. Got sick of the constant rain. Yeah, dude, today, like when I was filming for my TikTok and YouTube short, it rained like 4 times. And each time, like when I logged in this morning, it was raining. And then I time changed so I can get footage at sunset because it's prettier for the video. And then it was raining again. Thank goodness for the cast form sunny day dance. I really wish we had something like that in Dreamlight Valley. Like a way to make the rain stop. I feel like it might be too techy. I don't know, we'll finish setting it up and then we'll see how we feel. I can also break it up, like having a row of these like every 2 or so. We'll figure it out. Oh, I wish when you put these together, the line wasn't there. Because I was gonna... I'm testing it right now, because I was thinking about digging out a section of the wall to have, like, a vat for Mewtwo, you know? Using these. I feel like that would be kind of cool. I'm definitely gonna put some in the corners. Oops. I might do a different wall, even though I've already crafted all these pieces. It's all trial and error. Not sure. Derek says, not been on for a while. Been having trouble with my sight and found out I'm now type 2 diabetic. Been better now since taking meds. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, Derek. Sorry to hear that, my friend. I'm glad you're doing better, though. That's good news. That's good news. I wonder if we should just do concrete. No, it looks too dirty. Also, Phoenix, you're not actually in trouble with the chatbot. It's just a running joke we have about the word limit. The word limit is banned as a joke because when I play Dream My Valley, when I would do a lot of decorating, people would remind me of the item limit. So we ended up banning that word and about 50 variations of that word. So now when you say it in the Twitch chat, you get a 1-second timeout and your comment gets deleted. It catches a lot of people off guard that weren't here for that inside joke. I just want you to know you're not actually in trouble. Let me put these corner pieces in here and see how I feel. I mean, these are definitely cool looking. Yeah, that makes it look better. Dang it. I think this is the middle. And I couldn't put the vat in the... I don't think I can put the vat in the middle because it's 2 spaces wide. I would have to make this wall 1 space deeper, and then I could have a vat in the middle. But I'm pretty sure the middle is 1 block wide. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we might move that wall back 1 more space then. Because Mewtwo's vat is going to go in here. I'm actually going to make it 4 wide. So there's room to go like around the vat. And we're going to have to move this entire wall back 1. Should have thought about that first. It won't take very long though. We'll use rollout. Oh, I don't have to break that other wall. I can just swap. Yeah, that's not so bad. I'll need more of the iron blocks. We'll get that later. Oh my god, bro. Why did it default down? Why are you doing this to me? There we go. Now we can have Mewtwo's happy little birth chamber back here. Home sweet home for Mewtwo, his mother's womb. A vat in a lab. There we go. Sonri Samar, I don't know if the chat bot will follow the same rule on YouTube. I'm not sure. But yeah, if you do type limit, your comment might get. I mean, I have CloudBot on both, so it might do the same thing on YouTube, which is funny because like I don't think anybody on YouTube even knows about the old inside joke we have on that. And then we'll put some pipes back here too. Oh, we should put this on a platform as well. That way we can have pipes pumping out of the base of the platform. Actually, the Pokemon Center blocks might be best for this because they're kind of the same material as the pillar itself. I'm going to use these for now. Actually, maybe we should just do more of the blue blocks up here. Yeah, we'll swap out these. Those are just placeholders for now. That's why I used a different color. I think I'm going to use the Pokemon Center blocks for that one. So we need to go grab the Pokemon Center blocks, and we also need more of these regular iron blocks. And I still might change the wall in here a little bit. I like the blue stone, but I'm not sure if I'm feeling the bright neon lights that go around the whole build. It's really busy. The floor is already busy enough, and the ceiling's got a lot of glow. I do like that these blue lines follow up on the floor. Like, that's kind of cool, but I don't know. I might switch it out for something else. Whoa, Smeargle. Dang, where are you going, bro? Hey, what's up? He came zipping in here. I guess you're going to head out? Okay. Well, see you later. I love that the Pokemon will use the rail systems you make. Oh, so it does do the same thing on YouTube. Thank you for the test run there, Vox. Thank you for the test run. All right, well, apparently the word limit also gets banned on YouTube. Okay. Nan says, dang, I gotta go to work. I'll watch the rest later. Enjoy the creative process. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Have a good day at work, Nan. Thanks for chilling with us. Appreciate you being here on the big partner anniversary. Now, I might not have to make any more. Oh, I do have 2 of those left, so I don't have to make that. You know, I'm going to bring these blue striped walls. That could work well. And yeah, I'm going to have to craft the Pokemon Center wall. Whoa. 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 What is my controller doing? That was weird. What the heck? Okay, it seems fine now. Yeah, that was weird. All right, let's make some of the Pokemon Center wall. Should be enough. And let me see if there's any other wall I want to try as opposed to the neon. Aside from the blue stripe wall, I think that's the only one I want to try right now. I can always paint that one too. Was there something else I needed to grab? I think I'm good. Yeah, this could be a good option. It makes it a little bit less busy. I might go with that one. I believe it just takes copper to craft. So I wonder how Pokemon's center wall would look. No, we'll stick with the blue stripe. And we did grab the last metal block we needed here. There we go. Now we're going to add some pipes to this. I wish they would let us paint these pipes. That's pretty cool. This looks pretty cool. I think I might bring this one down. Actually, let's do... one of these. There we go. Ooh, if I'm going to swap out these blocks, I should have done that first. Oh, well. Yeah, we'll at least see how I feel about it. Oh, I think I can get him. There we go. Yeah, that feels better. That feels better. It's not quite as busy, but it still has a good lab feel. I'm gonna need more of these, though. All right, let's craft more of those blue striped walls. And then we'll be able to start placing decor. It's coming along. Sadly, I don't think we'll get to the fighting dojo today. Might work on that tonight. I'm gonna have to delete these to get to those. That's annoying. What do you guys think? You guys think the blue striped wall is better than the neon? I think the neon light, the bright pink neon lights just make the lab feel too techy, too busy. And I think it's going to take away from the detail once we start adding furniture. That's why I'm swapping it for the stripe wall. But what are your thoughts? Do you think this is a good call, or do you like the neon? Personally, I just felt like it was a little bit too busy. And by muting the walls a little bit, the details of this build will look a bit better, I think. Maybe neon behind the tube. No, that could be cool. Yeah, we could always do the neons in that back section where the tube is. Yeah. Ashley, we all know you can say the L word because you're a mod. Don't abuse it. The only problem is that neon will come out here if we go all the way around. But I can always put a block in front of it. Like I could put something here to block that. Ash said I like the stripe wall better for this build. Yeah, me too. It feels a bit more like a natural lab. I'm also wondering if I should open up the space here on the right a little bit more like we did back here. I don't need to make it too big, though. Alright, and what was Mewtwo's preferred environment? Ideal habitat, dark. Well, luckily for us, the blocks won't count. I'm just not going to be able to put a bunch of lights around them. That's okay. No. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll just put another pillar here. Okay. We'll have these here to monitor his vitals. I'm gonna have to craft some more TVs. And I can put any photos in there. It'd be cool if I could, like, find a way to make a photo that looks like vitals on like a little chart. Like I could use like some kind of colored block and then use another block to symbolize like a line, and then like go up in the sky and take a picture of it, and it would actually look like vitals on the monitor. That would be kind of cool. We are going to need to craft some more TVs, and I will need to get a power supply. By those TVs. Awesome. Let's go get some more TVs. I'm going to put a bunch of them in this lab. I know Mewtwo likes dark, but he didn't like his Team Rocket lab anyway, but hopefully I'll just give him good food. He won't care. I'll just give him good food. He'll get over it. I'm going to make like 20 wall monitors. And a gaming PC. I already have a gaming PC, but you know, oh wow, I'll make a couple more, whatever. Make a couple of laptops. And I already have like 7 desktops, but like I just noticed I don't have a check mark here because I haven't crafted this yet, so I'm going to make one more. Let's do the same thing with the cell phone and the tablet. I should have brought office desks. Oh, I think I'm going to make his habitat right here. I can do the habitat that's like a couch and the 2 trees. Luxury couch and 2 trees. And then I'll do 2 desks here with computers. Yeah, let's go grab a luxury couch. A couple trees and some office desks. This lab's starting to look pretty sick. Yo, Johnny, what up, brother? Good to see you. We're making a Team Rocket lab for Mewtwo. He's gonna hate it. Yeah, I'll probably paint some of the office desks. I want some office chairs. Yeah, we can paint those too. Hey, Safari Kitty Cat. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the stream. I love the name. Very nice name. I'm a huge fan of kitty cats. Cats are the best. Wait, where are my potted plants? They might actually be in my construction boxes over here for current projects. So they're not in this one. They're not going to be in there. There they are. Ooh, I think I might need to craft some. I really don't have any? That's super surprising. I guess not. I guess not. Hey, Dragon, thank you for the sub on YouTube, my friend. Welcome, welcome. I might have to print them. I think out of all the recipes I have, like I have so many recipes in this game, I don't think I have some of the potted plants yet. That's okay. That's why we love Pokemetal. Let's grab a couple fat stacks of Pokemetal. And I'm going to go photograph a couple of my trees. I do use these a lot, so I'm not too surprised I'm out of them. And let me double check this habitat. Did I pass it? No, it must be further down. Any potted plant. Okay. We'll make both because we need both. Safari was my Bengal cat, but unfortunately she passed away. I'm very sorry to hear that, my friend. Losing a pet and family member is never easy. I still think about Kitty, my last cat. Losing her was really hard for me. Because at the time, I was, like, pretty lonely, you know, outside of my stream. Because a lot of my friends had, like, moved away. And Kitty was, like, the constant in my life. You know, she was, like, my little shadow. And then when she started, you know, being unable to, like, hold weight and couldn't keep food down, it was just tough. It was very tough. I spent so much money at the vet trying to help her, but when it's their time, you know. I think the solace you can take is, you know, it's The silver lining with cats and dogs having like much shorter lifespans than us is that it's pretty rare that they have to say goodbye to us. And I think that's one of the saddest things. Like when you go into the shelter and you see a cat that just looks like so sad and alone. And like, you know, you'll read why they're there and it's because like their previous owner passed away and there was no one to take care of them. Like, we're their whole world, you know? Like, for cats and dogs, we're their everything. So, in kind of a sad yet, you know, an ironic but somewhat positive way, at least they don't have to say goodbye to us like we have to say goodbye to them. Because I think, you know, we can understand what's going on a little better. I mean, you know, I'm sure they understand death and passing, but it's just so sad to see a cat in the shelter that you know, had a loving owner that passed away. It's like, damn, this is the saddest damn thing. I think I'm gonna go paint these office desks black. Blood Raven said, happy partner anniversary. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah, Mark's 3 years partnered on Twitch. It's been quite the journey. We were partnered on YouTube for years before that. Or not YouTube, but Facebook. We're partnered on YouTube as well, though. Where's that desk? There it is. Oh, I could do red and black. Or I could do black and black. I might just do black. You know, I'm going to paint like 10 of these because the black office desk looks so much better anyway. I don't like the gray. Even if I don't use them all, I'll have them. And we'll need to do the office chairs. I think I'll also do 10 of these. We can keep the base of that silver. Well, no, we'll do black because it's not going to cost any extra paint. I'm going to move Mewtwo in. He's going to be like, it's too bright. I already know. He'll get over it. Okay, so we have the office desks and chairs. We have a lot of computers. I use so much black paint, it's not even funny. They really were rude making black paint the hardest one to get. That was totally uncalled for. Wait a minute, that just looks no different. If anything, the black paint's more pale. Yeah, the gaming PC is awesome. Yeah, let's just keep that the way it is. And I'm not too worried about the... I could do laptops. That's barely different. I'm not wasting black paint on that. Alright, let's head back down. Phoenix said, I still can't get the image out of my head. When my cat passed, she looked deeply into my eyes as if to say, thank you for everything. Love you. Then she took a deep breath. She was only just overactive. Something was shutting her organs down. The vets, they could put her down or let her pass peacefully at home. Yeah, that's kind of the situation I was in with Kitty. They couldn't really do anything for her. She was 14. So she lived a long, happy, healthy life, but, you know, still very hard to say goodbye. But she was, you know, near the end, it was sad because she was, like, so frail. I did what I could to make her as comfortable as possible. Actually, now that we have the plants here, I think I'm going to move the bookshelf over by one. I keep forgetting I don't even really have to go into my inventory. I could always just grab this and then place it and it'll stay. There we go. So this one doesn't have power. I actually think with the TV there, it won't let me put anything on... Yeah, I can't put anything on that side of the table because the TV's... And I don't really want it that close to... I could always bring the wall out a little bit here. Might just end up doing something smaller there. This is looking pretty cool. Oh, I forgot about these servers. Does this thing need power? No. Yeah, I wonder if the control station would look kind of cool here. I like the blue blocks. I don't know why I tried the gaming fridge. Curiosity, I guess. So I need 2 more of these tables. I'm gonna do another set of PCs back here. Yeah, I might do the control panel over here. Maybe, well, I could put it in the wall, but it won't be even. I could always do 2 of them. No, that still wouldn't be even, because it's a odd number of openings. Might just set this over here. The Mewtwo vat is cool looking for sure. So we need more of these small tables. Let's put another couple of office chairs here. I might get some wires. Actually, I can put some wires. Like over here on the ground, maybe. Yeah, let's go make more of those tables. Just came in. Sorry if it's a repeat. What are you working on? Oh, no need to apologize. Davis says, looks sick, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Yeah, it's looking better than I thought it would, honestly. It's like, this is crazy looking. Using the, like, Pokemon Center water pillars to make like a cloning vat for Mewtwo, I think is a really fun idea. And I really like the Team Rocket habitat he's gonna, because I can put Mewtwo on this habitat here. I know he likes dark environments, so he's probably not gonna be very fond of this, but I don't know, I just want him to live in a lab. I think it'll be super cool. I also like that the lab connects to like the fiery depths of the earth here. The fun thing about the lab is this is actually where the Team Rocket build originally was. Because I turned this part of it into a hydroponic berry farm. But, you know, this is that Team Rocket building that was located over here in the Withered Wasteland. And at first I wasn't really planning on doing anything aside from the berry farm in here. But when I was digging out my magma cave, I ended up hitting this, and I was like, oh, I've come all the way over here. So then I was like, oh, I can make a rail system that connects to it. That'd be fun. And then I was thinking about what to do with it, and I was like, ooh, like a secret lab that like overlooks the magma chamber would be pretty epic. But yeah, it's turned out pretty cool so far. Mel said it looks like someone has hacked the how to get reviews section of the Discord. Yeah, definitely a bot. Thanks for letting me know. I'm not sure how they can bypass the restrictions and post there. It's weird. I'll just strengthen the restrictions. There we go. Hopefully that'll prevent that from happening again. Thanks for the heads up. Oh, and the rules section? Oh, it looks like somebody already... looks like somebody already got the rules one. Oh, never mind. I think I already cleared it because I actually reported the account for spam and banned it from the server, so it probably automatically removed it already. Anything they've posted in the server should be gone now. Appreciate the heads up. We should be all good. Yeah, they can post in every single channel because it's a bot, essentially. But all the messages are gone now. Once I banned them from the server and reported them for spam, anything they've posted in the entire Discord is removed by default. So I don't have to go through each channel removing them. What's unfortunate is usually when that happens, the account that's doing it got hacked. So that's probably somebody's account, and it could even be somebody that's actually active in our server, but people get phished and scammed. Like, you know, they'll get some kind of message, and then they'll end up sharing their Discord login information, thinking that they won something, and then as soon as they do that, you know, somebody takes over their account and uses it to spam servers. And sometimes it's like a totally innocent person. But, you know, I have no choice but to ban an account when it is compromised like that. Because I'm not going to have some sketchy links in my Discord server. A lot of people use that server, so I'm not trying to send anybody down any weird rabbit holes. Now what were we doing? Yeah, I needed to make more of those tables. Right. I also kind of need to empty my pockets. My pockets are, like, absurd right now. We can get rid of the pipes. We don't need... Well, you know, I'll keep the pipes on me. We might actually still do something with those. I think the planets can still be cool. Let's put the paint away, at least. And I got some seeds I gotta put away. Oh, we don't need the Pokemetal anymore. I guess seeds are veggie seeds. And veggie plants. I'd like to get a cool rug in there, too, in the lab. That'll break up a little bit of that floor, because we have, like, so much going on that cyber floor. Put this leaf tin away. Alright, that's a bit more manageable. And I don't need these other colored blocks. I can get rid of these two. There we go. Hey, Peptic Chef. Hello, my friend. Appreciate the follow. Welcome, welcome. Blood Raven says, I took a lot of your advice from your Dream Snap Tips video this week. Fingers crossed the 4K pays off. Typically, I've been getting 600 to 1,200. There's nothing from the premium shop in the Snap, so I hope that doesn't affect it much. Well, there are some good items in the premium shop this week for the theme for sure. But you definitely don't have to use those. Ultimately, it'll come down to, as always, what you pop up against. Dream Snaps is getting very competitive. Oh, dude, this Mewtwo rug would be perfect. I'm going to steal this. No, how did I pick... How? How did I pick that up? That was literally underground. What just happened, bro? That makes no sense that I picked that up instead of the rug. Okay, it was an easy fix, but still, what the heck? But yeah, ultimately it comes down to what you pop up against and beauty. You know, beauty is going to be a big one. And there are a lot of beautiful items, you know, like the Agrabah walls and things like that. I'm probably going to go with an Agrabah style build, personally, because I think it's got a great beauty factor. And I'm going to play up cactus blooms a lot. But there's a lot of different things you can do, you know. Yeah, I didn't even know I could pick up things through the ground. I've never seen that happen before, and that was really weird. Like, turned off all my lights all of a sudden. I'm going to miss having that rug there, but... I can always make another one. I don't think I have that pattern yet. I think I've already showed Smeargle a pattern today. Well, you know what? I'll pick up the rug later and I'll show it to Smeargle. I'm going to craft some of these items I've never crafted. That Mewtwo would like. He likes letters, so like notepads. Anything with letters on them. And I've already got some of these in my inventory, so they'll just stack on top of what I already have, instead of making my pockets more full. Okay, now we need those tables. Yeah, this one here. I'm gonna go and make like another 10, because I use these all the time. The iron stand is pretty nice. And... do I have the recipe to make another one of those? This small stage could be kind of cool in there somewhere. I might make a couple of them just to throw them in there if I like them. If not, I'll put them in the boxes. I'm looking for that DJ sound system. There it is. I know it's a sound system, but it looks like a control panel, so kind of want to use this. I already have one in there, so another one could be cool. The audio mixer. And we'll make another whiteboard. A lot of good lab stuff. Make a couple microscopes. I'm going to make like 5 science experiments. I'm actually going to make some more microscopes as well. Since it's a lab, I want a lot of that stuff. We'll bring a first aid kit too. I mean, they do have Mewtwo in a cloning vat. It would be wise to have a first aid kit nearby. All right, that should be pretty much everything we need. I don't think there were any other blocks we needed. I think we're good on that. All right, let's get back down to the lab. Johnny said we'll do that too, Agrabah style. I think I'll use my male avatar with the Aladdin outfit. Yeah, I'm probably going to use my female with the Jasmine Dream style outfit. It's such a pretty outfit. But yeah, you don't have to use that at all, you know, as long as you make a beautiful snap. That's the key. It's getting competitive out there. There we go. I love that this has Mewtwo on it. That's sick. And I'm going to set up another audio station thing here. I could do one of these like on each side. We can do another set of tables. I don't know, hold off on that for now. Could be a fun concept. Let's get our other lab setups over here. I should have made an extra one of these. I wish I can put that right up against the edge, but I can't. I might just have to leave that spot empty. I'll have to find some cool things to put, like, on these screens. One thing I can do is take a picture of the vat itself, since it's like a monitoring station. I can even put a filter on it. I should make it brighter. Also, let's build up a little bit to get a better view at it. Make it look more like a security camera feed. Retro's kind of cool. I'll take one with retro. Yeah, that's cool. I think for the other pictures, I'm going to get really creative. I'm going to build a black wall, and I'm going to use red blocks to make, like, vitals. And then I'm going to take a picture of it, and I'm going to put that on the monitor so it looks like it's monitoring vitals. That's a lot of work just for a TV monitor, but it's the wow factor that'll get them, you know? That's what's impressive. It won't take too long to do that, I don't think. I doubt we'll be able to do it today, but, you know. Oh, I can put these here. I put one here, and one here. I'm not going to add a lot of lights because Mewtwo likes dark, and I've already got a lot of, like, monitors around. So I'm going to try to keep it chill where I can. I don't know about the Porygon shelves. This lab is looking pretty dang cool, you guys. Definitely need some stuff on this one here. Do more science experiments. We can do some wires. Oh, I never added the planets. Well, we don't really need them. Am I out of the black computers? I guess so. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Think it's about done. Magic said, your builds are incredible. Always excited when you drop a new short. Oh, thank you, my friend. Thank you. I'm really looking forward to making a short on this one. This is a really cool room. I would make it a bit brighter, but I don't want to bother Mewtwo, you know? He likes a dark habitat. I feel like I mean, he might hate it anyway. It might already be too bright because of all the monitors. So, but really, this will be his habitat. So there's a computer monitor here, and that's about it. So, but if he's like, it's too bright, at that point, I'm just going to add lights. Because if this is too bright for him, making it brighter isn't going to hurt. I mean, I could always remove the power supply that's close to these PCs to make them turn off. And we can just make sure we have this power supply on. But yeah, this has been a fun one to put together for sure. I've been wanting to make a Team Rocket lab for a while. I feel like we need another Team Rocket wall piece somewhere, though. Wait, do I have another Team Rocket wall piece? Okay, I do. Yeah, maybe one. Whoops. Maybe one over here. Oh, is it the barrel? Yeah, there we go. This will also look naturally brighter during the daytime. Since the sun is setting in the game right now, it's going to be... even when you're underground or inside, the lighting is totally different. I've noticed from filming my shorts. So, like, if I film a short at nighttime in this house versus daytime, even though this is, like, so deep underground, the lighting is totally different. So, right now, I think the reason this looks darker than it did earlier is just because of the time of day. Sun's going down in the game. I do think some more rugs would be cool to add. We need to have something here. Nah. Oh, we made another habitat. Nice. Somebody else can live in here. Honestly, like, Porygon would definitely vibe with this kind of environment for sure. Yeah, I'm for sure going to make some special photos just for these monitors. And I would like to turn these ones on as well, so let's get in the ceiling here. That should hit both of those. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and I might do a light over here. I think tomorrow I'm going to take this rug to Smeargle so he can learn the pattern. I'm going to make a few more of these rugs for this room. I've already taught him a pattern today, so he won't learn another one, unfortunately. Let's see if there's anything else cool we can add. I could do floor lights, but I feel like if I was going to do these, it might be worth it to paint them. No, I don't want it on there. Maybe we can do red ones, like a warning. I want to get a close-up of Mewtwo on 2 of these, or on at least one of these monitors. So we can kind of indicate that this is his cloning vat. Yeah, let's go get a photo of Mewtwo. He's been flying around ore farming all day, but when I need him, there he is. Yeah, he's still ore farming. Yeah, you stay right where you are. I hate that. I can't hang out with him because if he follows me at all, he'll turn invisible in the camera. So I gotta be like a little bit further away from him. Mewtwo. No! No! Hey. Look at me. Dang it, bro. We had a good photo for a second there, but you had to ruin it. What the heck? Oh my god, bro. Come here. He's like, what are you doing, Ditto? Oh my god, we almost had a perfect picture. You know what? You're just being a jerk now. Pretty sure this is intentional. I just wanted a shot of him with like the night sky. There we go. That's pretty good. It's probably about the best we're gonna get. Shailena, the cave with the railway has been a huge project of mine for a while. I'm finally done with it, but this was built for all my fire Pokemon. We have like, so this is for Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard, and the house has like geode viewing ports because it's like underground, and I have like magma everywhere and fires everywhere. We have a build over here for Blaziken. So in Withered Wasteland, my whole build was like very good for like water and grass types, but there wasn't really anywhere for the fire types. So I carved out this massive underground zone and built a crazy underground, like deep earth kind of cave experience. But there's a bunch of habitats down here and houses, like different houses for some Pokemon and habitats. Like this is another area. This is where Magmortar and Arcanine live. We have Blaziken, and some rock types live down here too. Well, one rock type and one ground type. So, Drillbur and Onyx live over here at this dig site. Yeah, the cave we added... Or sorry, the rail system I just added last weekend, so that's pretty new. I haven't made a short about it yet. I did include some footage of it today in my TikTok and YouTube short, but that's it. I think I'm going to put a picture of Mewtwo here at the top. And it'd be better if it was, like, closer. I think I'll put the Mewtwo photo over here. I would need to bring a light down here to take a picture of this, but taking a picture of the graph and putting it on one of the monitors would be kind of cool. Alright, well, we're pretty much done with the build. I'm pretty happy with it. Let's bring Mewtwo in. See how he feels about it. He might hate it. If he does, I'm just going to add more lights. And then just give him food he likes and he'll get over it. I probably should have brought him with me anyway. Yeah, the fun thing with the rail system is I didn't want to have... I didn't want to have, like, support beams going all the way down because it would clutter up the cave, so I used chains to hang the rail system from the ceiling of the cave. Tomato seeds. Thank you, Mewtwo. I love the elevator view, too, when you come down. Beautiful view out of the elevator window. This was like a big part of the planning for this build. I wanted the elevator descension to be epic. Pokemon said, thank you for the advice on the Elgato capture card. It came in today. Can't wait to start using it. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, Elgato's a great brand. I've had my Elgato HD60 since I first streamed. And I've never had a single issue with it. So I've had it for like 6 years. Wait, what do you mean he's having trouble following me? Did he not take the elevator? Bro. All right, now I gotta go back up there, get him to come on the elevator. That's okay, we can enjoy the view again. Ooh, ah, beautiful. Me when I try to take a picture of my cat. Oh my god, that's so true. That's so true. Sometimes they're like extra photogenic. Other times, the moment they start doing something like really cute and fun, the second you whip out the camera, they're like, I'm done now. I'm done now. Alright, Mewtwo. I need you to be... Oh. These two torches, you can't get past some, for some... Okay, look. See how easy that was? All you have to do is walk past the torches. I don't understand these Pokemon sometimes. Like, I can push him past it just fine, but he's like, oh, no, there's torches in the way. I'm like, my brother, you are literally a clone of a Pokemon. Might as well be a god, you know. He's not Arceus, but Mew is insanely powerful. Are you really going to get held up by a couple of torches? Come on, buddy. You're better than that. Alright, come on, Mewtwo. I mean, he can fly. You know, like, this isn't a problem for him, but the 2 torches on the wall, that was too much. The only downside of this is I feel like a lot of this won't be in range. I'm hoping the letters here are. And I might put... Yeah, I might... Oh my god, what is it now? What do you mean you're having trouble? Look, dude, you need to descend a little bit. I'm gonna be so glad when I'm not dealing with this anymore. Want to move in? If I have him move here, he might have access to more stuff. Well, let's move Evil. Oh, yeah, let's do this. Indeed, this is your home. Now let's see if he says it's too bright. Oh, he just wants dry food. Nice. All right, let's go get him some food. I don't think I have dry on me, so I have to go grab some. Sour, regular soup, spicy, bitter, and sweet. Okay, yeah, I gotta get dry. Dry is like the one food I don't keep on me. And of course, that's what he wants. Well, he looks pretty happy. Yeah, I'm going to make some cool screens for this. I think I'll make them during the daytime, though, so they're nice and bright. How you feeling? Another gift? You just gave me a gift. Like, a minute ago. So it's only nice right now. Yeah, we'll give you more food tomorrow. You'll cheer up. It's probably not too comfortable being back in the Team Rocket lab. Nice is good for considering where we've made him live. Probably has a lot of stress and trauma from being in here, and I'm gonna make it brighter too. So yeah, I'll just feed him good dry food every day until he's got awesome comfort level. He just immediately left his cave. Now I just need some metal stairs here. So whenever I harvest berries, I can come visit him from that way. I wonder if his comfort level will be higher if I attached him to this spot. I don't know. I wonder if I should put Mew down there, too. I'm going to grab some stairs. My kids are getting into Pokemon, and they watch Mewtwo on Netflix. I had reliving childhood trauma with the Ashes Stone scene. Yeah, where Pikachu starts crying, and then everybody starts crying. Bunch of crybabies. scene is dumb. No, I'm just kidding. It's sad. That is a sad scene when Pikachu's like freaking out because Ash has turned into a statue and he's like Pika Pika, and he starts crying. Then all the other Pokemon start crying, and then Ash's plot armor brings him back to life because somehow Pokemon tears magically fix statue people. Wonderful. I'm gonna be real. The Ash from that time zone, like the original Pokemon anime, Ash Ketchum, he had to be one of the worst Pokemon trainers ever. Like, for somebody, like, as a kid, I knew so much more about Pokemon than he did. Like, every time he sees a new Pokemon, he's like, oh, like, what is that? Looks at his little Pokédex. Can't control his Charizard. Constantly sends the wrong Pokemon into battle. His own Pokemon don't even respect him. Now, modern Ash, you know, he actually became the Pokemon champion about a year and a half ago. You know, he's done big things. It's come a long way. But oh my god, dude, the OG Ash Ketchum was literally the worst Pokemon trainer you could possibly be. Aside from the fact that he, like, genuinely cared about his Pokemon, but he didn't care enough to do, like, any research. Aside from, like, in the field, you know. He loved his Pokemon, but never enough to open a book about Pokemon. Stairs, that's what we came for. That is so cool that your kids are getting into Pokemon, though. That's so fun. Oh, what happened here? Why does this pipe just abruptly end? Oh, what's it doing on the other side? Okay. I don't even think I have the piece I need to fix that, though. Nope. The one piece I don't have. Oh well. We just won't worry about it today. Problem for another day. Oh. I think I put all these away. No, I still have one. Not sure why that was missing. All right. The Team Rocket Genetics Lab is complete. We are now officially 82% done with Withered Wasteland. So now all we got... Well, I might add lights to the build, but, you know, it looks fine during the day. So if I want to record it, I'll just use daytime. All we got left, we're going to make a fighting dojo here. I'll probably work on that a little bit this weekend. We got to decorate this zone. And then aside from that, we're going to make a massive garden on the other side of that cliff. I got to decorate the beach area. And then all we have left is this back section, which is going to be a pretty big project. But it's going to be way, way, way easier than the fire cave. Honestly, the fire cave took so much time that we would probably be completely done with this entire build if I didn't make that fire cave. Worth it, though. Worth it. It's an awesome build. Came together very well. But yeah, this will be a pretty big project here. I'm planning on having a lot of bridges here, kind of like we have in the rest of the build. So the neat thing is if you follow that path from this cliff, and this is just naturally in this biome, like if you take this little path here and follow it, I repaired this whole staircase here. It leads to this cave, and then it turns to the right, and it's a cliff. But if you follow this cliff, it lines up perfectly with this, like, central plaza and this edge here. So I'm going to make a big pillar, like, plaza section here that raises up off the ground and serves as a connection platform for this bridge and that bridge. And then we're also going to run it along the main path, and we're going to have a bridge that goes here and wraps around the cliff that connects to this platform, which is also part of the map. And then this will connect to the bridge that goes to the Pokemon Mansion. Yeah, that's all we got left. So most of the heavy lifting for this biome is pretty much done. Then I'm going to move on to the next one. I'm not sure where I'm going to go next, though. I mentioned that on the YouTube short and TikTok I put up today. I was like, where do you guys think we should go next? So maybe, maybe whatever people comment the most, I'll do. I'm thinking maybe Rocky Ridge. I don't really want to do Bleak Beach yet. Bleak Beach is cool, but I feel like I'm going to do Rocky Ridge faster. I don't want to get stuck in a biome as long as I was here. I've been here forever. Then again, Rocky Ridge is going to take a while because I'm going to completely redo the museum, so I don't know. They're all going to take a while. At least we get plenty of hours of playtime. Pokemon is beginning to work on a storage room now. Nice, nice. Yeah, that's a game changer. Once you get a good storage build going, it just makes the game flow a lot easier for sure. My game was pretty chaotic with storage for a while until I made this big build here. Xander said, making all of us look bad for all these builds. Underground City finished. Now the castle on top starts tomorrow with the waterfall over the main entrance to the underground for Suicune. Oh, that sounds cool, Xander. That sounds cool. Yeah, that sounds like an awesome build. I mean, I'll say, my Withered Wasteland is like, it does look really good, but at the same time, like, I just haven't done barely anything in my other regions, That's what I tell people when they're like, like this is a big difference for my Withered. I'm like, well, your other regions probably look better than mine. I have repaired them, like I've swapped out like the broken stone, and I've done some minor builds in some of the areas. But to put it in perspective, like I still live in a sand square box in my other regions. Like that's how undeveloped they are. So while the Withered Wasteland is looking mighty fine, we're going to be starting from square one in the other spots when I go there. They've been repaired, but that's about it. And not even all the way. Like Withered, Bleak Beach, like I haven't even removed all the like rusty iron that's part of the old, power complex and stuff like that. I also completely tore up the ship. I'm thinking about making it into like a... I don't know what I'm going to do with the SSN. I'll figure it out, though. I'm still debating restoring the museum. I think it's worth doing, if you have the time. It's just time-consuming because, to make the area it's in look good, you're going to have to carve it out a lot. But you can dig a really pretty path straight to the museum from the main area of Rocky Ridge, and you can make that path look amazing. I've seen some really cool builds. So, and it's also a really nice place to display like all your fossils and stuff. So I think, I'm definitely going to I'm going to redo mine, but I'm going to make it pretty different from what it was originally. I'm probably going to do something, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it, but it's going to be pretty much a completely different layout than what it is naturally. All right. Well, you guys, I think we're at the end of the show for today. We got our primary objective done. It's too bad we didn't get to work on the dojo, but maybe I can have that ready by the end of the weekend and make a Pokopia short about it tomorrow or something. Well, not tomorrow. Maybe Sunday. I don't think I can get it done by tomorrow. But yeah, aside from that, I might try to decorate this little valley area. But yeah, thanks for being here, you guys. Shout out to all the Twitch friends since it's our Twitch partner anniversary. That's pretty cool. Officially 3 years on the day where we got our Twitch partnership after we had only recently come over to Twitch from Facebook Gaming. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Whether you guys are watching on Twitch or YouTube, none of this content would be possible without you guys, whether that's Pokopia or Jeremiah Valley or anything else I make content with. Creating content gives me a very strong sense of purpose. I feel like it puts me in a position to help a lot of people with tutorials and guides and things like Dream Snaps, and it just feels nice. I feel like one of the toughest things with like the modern world is it's hard to find like a great sense of purpose, you know? Like I liked working as a chef, but I feel like I have so much more of like a broad impact working as a creator. And I really love making content. I love making videos. I love doing live streams. There's a lot of ups and downs with content creation, but it's been, you know, fantastic for my mental health and for my physical health at that, because, you know, with the lumbar discectomy and with the back and the nerve damage, it's like I'm kind of limited on what I can do, you know, physically and for work. So it's a real blessing to be able to work from home and not put extra wear and tear on my body. I may not look it, but I'm getting older, dude. So yeah, I'm very blessed to be able to do what I do. And I'm very thankful to all of you guys. Because, you know, whether you just tune in for like 5 minutes a week or whether you're here for every stream, it all helps. It's all tremendously helpful. One of the most valuable things you can give any content creator is your time. Time is a finite resource that we have. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, you know, you guys could be watching anything. You can be watching Netflix or Hulu or your favorite shows, or you can be watching any of the other fantastic, talented streamers out there. I mean, there's thousands of really, really good content creators out there. So the fact that as many of you guys, you know, come around each day as you do, it's amazing. And I really appreciate you. I want you to know that. So thank you for everything. Hopes is happy Twitch anniversary, and Ashley demotion day. Nah, we're not going to demote you. I mean, maybe if I was paying you, I would demote you so I could pay you less, but I'm not paying you at all, so it doesn't matter. Well, I'm going to go get some dinner and see how all the TikToks and YouTube Short are doing. If you haven't checked them out yet, after the stream, you know, swing by the YouTube or the TikTok. We did recently break 11,000. We just broke 10,000 follows on TikTok, and then I looked at today, and we're at 11,000. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And once you hit 10,000 follows, you get to be in the partner, or the creator, it's like some kind of creator program, where you get paid for any video that's like over a minute, but like it's very low. Like if you have a video get like millions of views, you might make like a little bit of money on it. YouTube pays so much better for content than TikTok does. TikTok is good for reach and like visibility, but I definitely prefer YouTube for content. I like longer content anyway. I think people can get a better feel for who you are as a creator, and you can connect with people better. TikTok is very superficial. You know, it's very on the surface level connection with people. Now, you know, I would love the live stream on TikTok too. I just want to get a stream key. I have the TikTok Studio app, so I could go live from my PC, but without a stream key, I can't go live through OBS, and that's how I do my streams. I don't want to use TikTok Studio to go live. I want to use OBS. So I'm in the process of trying to get a TikTok stream key because I wouldn't mind multi-broadcasting to YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. But I need a stream key for that. So I'm trying to get one. I sent an email to a TikTok creator, third party, to see if I can get a stream key. So we'll see. All right, you guys. Well, I'm still salty I didn't have enough followers when my video went viral. Yeah, you had several million views on that. You could have got a nice payout. Oh my god, dude, speaking of payouts, I realized when I was doing my taxes for the entire year of 2025, Facebook wanted me to update my payout information, so they didn't give me any of the money that I've made on Facebook. So it's just sitting in my Facebook account. I did update it, but like they owe me a hefty chunk. And the sad thing is, like, any of the money I got from like Facebook bonuses and ad revenue like expired. It wasn't much. It was like maybe like $100 and something, but like I'll never get that money now. But yeah, apparently I had like a little chunk of change sitting on Facebook that they never put into my account. I noticed it when I was doing my taxes because I didn't get any tax forms from them. And I was like, why didn't Facebook send me any tax documentation? And then I find out it's because they didn't pay me anything because it's all still sitting on Facebook. So I fixed that. And I don't really do much on Facebook anyway besides posts, so I didn't really think about it. That shouldn't expire. That's dumb. Yeah, I agree. You know, but it is what it is. It's on me because I didn't renew my information. It would have been nice if they notified me, though. You know, like just give me a little notification next time. I'll take care of it. But I didn't know until I went into my dashboard and started looking around because I didn't receive any tax documentation. Funny how that works. Yeah, it'll count for 2026 revenue because it'll count for whenever they do the payout. So basically, I made the money in 2025, but I wasn't paid the money in 2025. So it'll be part of my 2026 taxes. It's like if you're a contractor and you do a job in 2025 and you give a company a month to pay the invoice, but you do the job in December. When they pay you the invoice in January, that'll be part of that year's taxes, not December's taxes, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'll still, you know, it's not going to mess my taxes up. It'll just be part of this year's income. And it wasn't really enough to, like, you know, make a big difference anyway. I don't do much on Facebook. Not like I used to. Alrighty, y'all. Well, again, thanks for being here. Tina says, happy partner anniversary. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. And yeah, I'll, tomorrow, we should be able to make another YouTube member video. I might do a short format because I really need to work on the new Dream Snap tutorial that I'm making. And I want to make that the big focus for my work tomorrow. So we'll see what we do for the member exclusive. Or I could always do the member exclusive on Sunday, possibly. Either way, I'll keep you guys posted on that. As always, guys. Oh, go feed the Cappy. Yeah, thank you. I'll make sure I do that tonight. I was definitely going to forget. As always, stay safe, stay awesome, and stay healthy. Thank you so much for being here. I will catch you guys on Snap Reviews this Monday. And I'll probably have some other content coming out on like TikTok and YouTube over the weekend as well. All right. See you on the next one, guys. Thank you for being here.